And you just tuned in time for another comparison video. Uncle Bo Cow in the build. Look at these two beautiful peppers. KSLS. Beautiful. Just ripened. Nice and hard, crunchy. Also, just picked this one. Bahamian Goat. That's right. Alright, so these are two excellent peppers. And if you guys don't know, the Khang Starr crossed a MOA Scotch Bonnet and a Bahamian Goat and came up with KSLS, also the KSPS, and the other one, the Crimson. I've never tried the red one, so sorry. If anybody wants to send me one, I'll gladly eat it. So yeah, Khang Starr did that, and then he came up with some really cool peppers. I don't know why I've never grown the KSPS, but the KSPS is another excellent pepper that was created. It was a color variant, and when you get a color variant, it throws a different flavor. So let's go in with some goat first. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, smell that smell. Bahamian Goat is a little similar to a habanero. It's the same color. It's got a little bit similar taste and heat. I found many of them that were hotter. But let's put a half a pod right there. Mmm. Mmm. It's a pretty hot one. It's definitely hotter than any habaneros I've had recently. Just a little bit though. Wow. By the way, this sauce has both of those peppers in it. It's got KSLS, Bahamian Goat, MOA Scotch Bonnet, Papa Dreddy Scotch Bonnet, and a little bit of golden habanero. Wow, that's just straight islands right there. I love the taste of these peppers. Whew. Pretty good burn going. You guys probably won't see this video till later, but wowzers. Alright. Going with a bite of this. This will be stupid lemony. I mean, almost smells like you just sprayed lemon pledge on a surface. Not in a bad way, okay? Don't take that the wrong way, because there are people in the pepper community that don't like the KSLS, and they said it tastes like pledge. Personally, I've never tasted pledge, so I don't know what pledge tastes like. If they mean it tastes like the smell of pledge, that's different. But it does. It's just a strong lemony flavor smell, but I'm sure it doesn't taste like pledge. I love this pepper. Mmm. Wow. Wow. And KSLS are very subjective to the Scoville scale too. I've had them Scotch Bonnet hot, and I've had them Fatality hot. That one was probably a little bit, believe it or not, a little bit milder than the Bahamian Goat. Which is weird, right? I know a lot of you guys have had KSLS that have lit you up before, and so have I. So when I was saying, comparing these two, Bahamian Goat, fruity, citrusy, tropical. KSLS, lemony, tropical. Maybe a little fruity, okay? But definitely lemony. You're not getting lemon notes in this. You're getting them in this, but you're not getting the fruity notes. There's a certain kind of fruity tropicalness you get out of this. You're not going to get out of this. So two excellent peppers. Combining them together in a sauce is next level. I'm going to take a slice of both and eat them together on a bite of food with this sauce. So what you do is you just shake it. A little line of sauce right there. And I'm taking a piece of the KSLS and a piece of the goat, and you put it on the right hand side. Mmm. Mmm. That was a great flavor combination right there. The heat's a little bit more, mixing the two peppers together. Just a little bit. Not too much. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, and if you're gonna do this, you want to have the right sauce with it. I got like smoked sauces here. Absolutely not. These would not go good with it. I've got some other different sauces laying around. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I got like a bottle of this. No, I wouldn't taste good with that. These taste good with like a good Scotch bonnet sauce, or some kind of Caribbean, even maybe a scorpion if it's really good. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it. This is Boca's watching me right now silently. She's trying to learn from the best how to eat a pod. I try to teach her well, but she watches all my videos. She wants to be like me when she grows up. That's just fine. I just literally imitated somebody. The weird thing is that there's going to be people that are going to be like, that looked like so-and-so. I'm not going to say any names. I don't feel like summoning demons this early in the morning. I can just say this.
I'm gonna pray for you.
I can say this. There's a lot of characters in the pepper community. There's some good folks. There's some bad folks, and there's some folks that are. Ooh. Wow. Wow. All right, I got a nice burn going now. Look at Mrs. Boca last night. It's like a graveyard of placentas. She don't like the placenta, and I don't blame her if she don't have to eat it. But and then Eliza too. Look at my daughter. My daughter knows if she bites, if she loves these New Mex lemon spice jalapenos, but she knows when she gets down into the placenta that they are gonna burn her, and so she just nibbles at them until she gets a burn, and then she stops and puts them here. Daddy finishes them for her. I'll slice this up. Oh, guys, last night on One Hot Minute with Johnny Scoville, I stuffed a lemon ghostly jalapeno into a New Mex lemon spice jalapeno and ate it with no food. I was just sitting in the living room, ate it. And it took a while to chew because jalapenos are very firm and thick-walled, and then I had another pepper inside of it.
And he didn't have any molars.
I don't have any teeth, but it lit me up, man. Not panic mode. It was just, I'll tell you right now, it was a little above my comfort level. I don't go off pain scale, but I told Johnny 4 to 5. And if I were to have to use a pain scale, I would have to use my comfort zone. I have to say anything under 5 is where I'm comfortable being at. Anything over 5, I'm not comfortable being at. I like to be right in that between a 4 to a 6 when I'm burning. Of course, I've had challenges and peppers that have got me on a pain scale to a 10. It's not that hard to get me there. 10 to me is where I have a headache, my head is throbbing, and my throat is burning so bad that I don't know what to do, and I run back and forth through the house in a just an utter panic.
He's very agreeable.
And so I lose it. I lose my freaking mind. All right, that's a big old, yeah. Wow, that is crazy. 2 good pods right there. Excellent pods. Maybe we'll do a comparison between an MOA and a KSLS. Yeah, I ate an MOA yesterday. Guys, that just is such a phenomenal pepper. It doesn't have, of course, the lemony notes of the KSLS, but man, I think any Scotch bonnets and habaneros, for that matter. You guys heard me talking about the Papa Dreddy, how it's like, how awesome that pepper is when it's first picked, but after a few days it kind of loses its essence and it loses some flavors. That is also true with the habanero, and it is also true with the Scotch bonnet, any kind of bonnet. A Scotch bonnet that I can pick and eat it within a day. There's things that I can taste that I absolutely cannot taste if that pepper is 6 to 10 days old, even if it's been refrigerated. I bought Scotch bonnets from the market, from Super G Mart, and then they're just flavorless, because they're old, you know. You get them, the stems are all shriveled up. You know, the peppers aren't rotten per se, but they're not fresh. But the same thing goes with habaneros. I go out to the farmer's market. I love going out there, and I see very rarely, but I see people that grow habaneros. These small, little organic farmers. They charge a fortune for them, but I'll buy a little box, you know, a little pint, just because I want a good, fresh hab, you know. I'll say, how much is that? And I'll grab it. A lot of times I'll just bite and eat one right in front of them. I'll be like, oh, those are good. And they're like, you're crazy, man. I'm like, I'm burning. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I ran into a young couple last week at a very small farmer's market, and they had Serranos, and they let me try one, and it was hot. I was so impressed that it had heat, because around here the grocery store Serranos are zero heat. They taste, I mean, it's almost just like eating a green pepper or a green bean or something. Terrible, man. Yeah, these folks had some. I was like, those are awesome. So locally, small small farm, organically, you know, grown stuff, grown the right way, eaten in a timely fashion. You can't never go wrong. All right, guys, there's the last 2 big chunks of that goat. That is the very core of the placenta. Definitely got a little bit more heat off of that bite. Wow. And Mrs. Boca, you see she did a number on all those peppers except this one. She only ate the tip. You know why? That's a chocolate primo. And I'm telling you right now, that is either the most or one of the most hottest chocolate pods I've ever had. They're brutal. They're brutal. I don't know if it's just a strain. I don't know. But they are freaking stupid hot. Like, more than a Douglas or a Bootla, in my honest opinion. Well, Uncle Bulk, I'm sweating bullets. I freaking love you guys. What?